lot of live viewers when you go live?
Since we don't do it as consistently as we should,
Mhm.
which I'm holding your fleet. You've said, come up with a nut and be.
Man. I'll
Listen,
put it on the schedule.
we just need to make sure that as we do this, we make fun of Jesse, who would say the same shit.
Mhm.
But he was just like, when am I going to be a politician so I can completely not do that and be to an ass kisser to whoever would, I
don't know how to say this, but I don't think I could be on your show anymore because it's too crass, and I have to think about my public image. Give me that beer. No, I love him. He's a good guy.
He is good.
He's got his mind. He's career focused now. It is what.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
and that's fine. You know what? When he exactly. When we all die, we all want to make sure we climb into our coffins and think about everyone who walks by saying, "Oh man, don't you love all the ass he kissed and all the money he made?" Everybody always thinks that, don't they?
No. I honestly want people to, they have like two people, one person goes up or two people go up, spend a few seconds in front of the coffin and then they move on.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to just come up and just like give me the me the finger.
Exactly.
And look at me like, what a piece of shit.
You know what I want them to say?
All of them.
There's only one thing that I want everybody who is my true friend to say when they come up to my casket. I'll see you soon. That is the place. And then, exactly. It's like, what do they say? You keep you heaven for the what's the fucking line? There's a line where you go to hell for the company, you go to heaven for the what? There's something else.
I've never heard this phrase.
Yeah, there's a phrase. Look it up. I'll look it up eventually. Okay, let's play the intro. Let's fucking do this shit.
All right, Goin Deep Show.
Stop fucking around, goddamn it. Here we go. Yeah. We blasted each other's ears out earlier. Here we go. 5, 4. Wait a minute. I gotta stop this.
Yeah, whatever volume it was at before, turn that down a little bit. That was intense.
Coming to you live on your chin. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Fighting for evil because good is dumb. This is the Goin Deep Show. I am the kid. Welcome to episode 1433 of the podcast. It is March 20th. We just got through the St. Patrick's Day weekend. There's lots of fun that was had. We did a bunch of things. Everybody, the season has started, okay? The season is here. There's been many lost soldiers along the way, but many new faces who have been involved and have come into the mix. One of my, I'm going to say favorites, I'm not going to lie, because we continue to find things to bond over. Tonight, Mr. Crowley joins me, and tonight's bonding moment was when we both have come to the realization that we both have a favorite band. That is our favorite band.
And that would be
fucking Tool. Fucking Tool, man.
Fucking right.
God damn, dude. That's awesome. We live in a world now where
there could be nothing better.
I have a conversation every once in a while with some people who've been in that span generations, like decades, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, And it's always interesting to hear how they consumed the music of the day.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, they had the
records
and stuff like that. And I remember going over to people's houses back in the day that had reel to reel, even recording, where they could record onto a reel to reel, and that, and people, little
the OG tape.
If I showed my kid a reel to reel, she'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" If I showed her a regular cassette tape, she'd probably do that.
All a cassette tape was a miniaturized reel to reel, it all encased in a plastic housing. I mean,
so I saw a reel to reel. I saw a cassette. I saw it go to. I saw 45s. I saw records. I saw the regular cassette, CDs, DVDs, laser discs, all the way up to MP3 files, and then now to just a word, streaming. That's all we do now, which is really streaming. And what do you do? What else do you do when you're streaming? You're taking a whiz.
Yeah.
You're just streaming.
Or fly fishing.
So in order to really bond with a human being, whether it's your significant other or a friend, you want your friends to enjoy the music that you like. If you were hanging out with someone who likes Celine Dion and you went, let's have a party tonight, everyone, and you sit there and you battle over your fucking stupid music, you would be pissed. Like you would be angry. Now, you were the first person that I thought of over the past month where this new app came out, this Station Head, which has been out for a while, but I thought, you know who would really enjoy this? Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley would enjoy this, and you did. You hit the ground running with your musical choice. You sent me a text right away. You're like, "This is gonna be a little heavier for you." I'm like, I don't care.
Just fair warning.
I'm like, I'm down. I am down for this shit. You know why? Because as you get older, you get softer, and it fucking sucks.
I will not let you get soft.
Don't let me get soft.
I'm getting more intense as the years go on.
Good, because I don't. And this is what I want
break
to.
More rules.
I want to make anybody who attempts to love me fearful of that love. Like, why do I like him? You know the term edgelord? You never heard that term? I could be. I've sort of nip it in the bud and just call myself an edgelord. I've embraced it. It's an insult, right? For someone who's just it says edgy shit and likes edgy things and they're dark or whatever. Fuck it. That's
before anyone ever called
That's for the fearful.
Before anyone ever called. Well, some people do it just to be that way. I've always been attracted to that kind of. I've been nocturnal. Like weird when puberty hit, man. That's when my sleep cycle all flipped. And I started becoming nocturnal. It's just a natural thing for me. Just I don't know, the dark aspects of life, the weird aspects of life. I've always been drawn to that.
That's good.
Ever since I can remember, I'm an OG edgelord. I don't mind that term. I'll take it on myself.
It's so easy to just get in line and do all the shit during the day that you're supposed to fucking do. I constantly tell myself on a daily basis, if I don't see something new or something that I didn't even think that I wanted to be interested in, then something didn't go right that day. I go to YouTube or I go online and I do a search on some random fucking crazy shit every day because I can and I want that. I seek that shit out. So and that it pisses me.
You remember how we met, right?
Yes.
How do we meet?
Carlton.
Well.
Where is that Carlton shirt?
I came up to you first, though.
Yeah.
Do you recall?
Yes, because you saw.
Because what did you have on?
My little devil.
They can't see that. They can't see that.
They saw my little
camera
devils.
on me, but
they saw my little devil logo.
He was wearing a shirt with that on it, and I said, "I like the devil. I like the kid."
You know what it is about the devil? Some genius thought of that.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Who was the guy? I want to know the guy who thought of Satan.
There is a beautiful quote concerning this, and I have to pull it up now because I'll butcher it if I try to.
The ultimate of branding is the guy who thought of Satan and evil and dead and death and like just this whole let's how about we don't talk about the good things in heaven and all the lovely things. Let's talk about the opposite of that. Whoever thought of this. That's just fucking brilliant because you need that to the yin to the yang to the other thing. Who was it?
Right. Well, I mean, the Joker kind of addresses that, right? In The Dark Knight, right? He's like, this is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. What did he say? Something like, if I caught you, I wouldn't even know what to do with you. Like I'm just a dog chasing after a truck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But this is from, and now I'm not a Satanist. I should preface that right now.
I think anyone who claims to be a Satanist is just as bad as any religious person.
Maybe
I don't
religious
really know. Because it's all just a bunch of nonsense. You have to know that. People, please use your fucking brains.
But and And Anton LaVey, the founder of the Satanic Church, was an atheist.
Mm-hmm.
He founded the Church of Satan, but he didn't actually believe in any of it. He just used it as an archetype or whatever. There's a quote from the Satanic Bible that I do love. And it goes back to what you were saying. Like, I wonder who Satan was. And the quote is, Satan has been the best friend the church has ever had, as he has kept it in business all these years.
It's true. It's way true.
There's more to that quote, actually. That's like the short form, but that was the first thing that popped up. Yeah.
Think about
it's pretty good, right?
It's so goddamn true.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I use goddamn as a way to reference that. And the reason I do it is because when I grew up,
you're so blasphemous.
But people used to freak their shit when you would use the word, you can't using the name in vain.
Do you remember when you had to say heck instead of hell?
I remember when I get encouraged to do that.
Okay, well, I grew up in a fundamentalist household, so I had to say heck instead of hell. I couldn't say anything bad. I couldn't even say the word poop. I would get in trouble for saying poop.
I have a question for you though, that it's a concern of mine, because the things we rebel against as someone who thinks openly about really life in general, who doesn't stiff arm things that might be uncomfortable. Because I have been growing up, you're taught to, like, you can't the gays, the alternative, anything that is against what you believe or what you're taught, you have to push away. But the fact of the matter is,
that's why you're a kindred spirit with me. You like that stuff.
Anything that
I do too.
I'm a complete open book, and anybody who brings things to my table. If you're I don't have a problem with.
That's why I'm a huge Hunter S. Thompson fan. Is why he's one of my heroes.
Oh God, yes.
Because he, instead of shying away from things, and he was a journalist, right? But he invented gonzo journalism, which is living within the story itself and writing from a firsthand perspective.
That's his art to me, or him. But who was his partner in crime there? The artist.
Frank Stedman.
Ralph.
Ralph Stedman. Yeah.
Ralph is a huge influence on me.
Excellent stuff.
So yes, but anybody who is really brought up with the religion, they teach you so much as far as memorization and about the Bible and about the scriptures and things like that, that at some point your brain becomes so sharp that you begin to question. And that's when they really want to just like shut you down.
I think the greatest way to move away from, well, let's just say Christianity, because that's what most of us know. That's what's prevalent around here. The greatest way to move away from that is by reading the Bible. If you, most Christians don't read their own Bible, and if you do, you'll start to be like, "What the hell is this?"
See, as a kid, I grew up and I learned certain scriptures, but in the recent years, I have been way more curious to go and
I can still quote an entire chapter of the Bible from my childhood that I memorized.
Chapter?
I memorized when I was in 3rd grade.
Wow. Dude, I thought we were supposed to talk about pussy tonight.
Oh yeah, it's the chapter is actually all about pussy.
Is it really? What chapter is it? Is it?
No, it's not.
It's Pussalonians. It's First Pussalonians.
And yea, God did say, "Lo, and behold, the pussy is bare, and the people did rejoice, and the people took the pussy and they ate of it." For many days. See, until they were satisfied and God smiled.
And see, this is my biggest problem with this. Okay, I have no problem making fun of every aspect of life, but if you did make fun of that to someone who's religious and they got their butt hurt about it, they would freak their shit out. They really would. They would have a problem with that. And we're just trying to like lighten the mood, have fun for fuck's sake. Yeah. Okay.
Can I read you my favorite Bible verse?
Yes.
This is literally in the Bible.
I have a favorite Bible verse too.
Okay. Oh,
is it about the periods?
No.
Because girls, do you realize a reference of a girl having a period in the Bible, right?
So
They do.
yeah, of course. There's all sorts of funny stuff in there that people don't know because it doesn't get preached to them. I don't know which version to read. This is in like all the versions. Like which is the King James version? Oh my God, there's a lot of versions of the Bible. Okay. She lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose semen was that of horses.
Holy Jesus.
That's a verse in the Bible.
Wait. So
Ezekiel 23:20.
So what you're telling me is horny bitches love big dicks and lots of loads in the Bible?
Mm-hmm. She lusted after her male consorts, whose sexual organs were like those of donkeys, and whose ejaculation was like that of horses.
Wow, dude, are you serious?
What is the most concerning thing for me is their dicks were only like donkeys, but their ejaculations were those of horses. So the Bible takes time to
measure. They're measuring.
Like, look,
yeah,
their dicks were huge, like not horse huge, donkey huge. But you know how donkeys come; they don't come real strong. But horses ejaculate a lot.
Horses will shoot to the back of your fucking head.
Yeah, and so they shot like horses. It takes the time to distinguish between two very, very similar animals.
Dude,
between genital size and ejaculation amount.
Please tell everybody what that verse was again.
Ezekiel 23:20. Look it up.
Wow, that's like Pulp Fiction right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
pretty funny.
There is
That's
a Bible,
in your Bible.
There's a Bible verse about nonsense and childish behavior that I can't remember it.
Right when I was a child, I put away childish things.
Something like that.
I know the verse you're talking about.
Yeah. So
I spent way too much time in private school. I know about it.
I know. I'm the same way. And when you know all that stuff, that has to concern many people who are pushing that agenda. You know what I mean? You can't just keep on pushing something and think that they're not going to question an alternative.
Right. You said it, Ben.
Anyway, it's time to change gears here. Tonight, everybody, we had a little incident. Out of nowhere, the girl, I can't even call her a girl.
You better turn that camera on you. It's story time with the kid right now.
You want me to? I'll turn that. Okay.
This is story time with the kid.
Dude, we tried to get together last night, and we just I just felt like I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Well, 2 nights ago.
I need to just give you a key to this place and let you fucking just come and do what you want.
That'd be cool.
I can't tell it to every friend of mine because there's a lot of creepy male friends of mine who are married who like to get a bunch of side ass. Now, I'm not gonna lie. There's more than one of my friends that are just like, hey, can I use your studio tonight? I want to fucking get laid. I'm like, well, go home and get laid. No, not with my girl.
I need to get stains all over your studio couches.
Right. Yeah. I need to bring her to a place that's not my house. And there is not more of a primetime spot than right here in the Going Deep Show studios.
There's way too much equipment in here, though.
I don't want you to come. This is why our speakers, this is why our headphones don't work, because you're fucking blowing your fucking loads into my shit.
Stop coming in my ear holes.
So tonight, the entire day. Now, I really want to I'm going to go back further than this, okay? About a year ago, I'm going through a messy split with my ex, okay? Who I'm going to tell you right now is a wonderful person on some levels, okay? She's serious.
I'm not laughing about that. I just like how you're like, I must say this. I'm sorry.
She seriously is. Her new dude,
she's cool.
Her new guy who's with her, he's actually picking up a gem. He really is. Now, when it comes to like money and
campsite rules, right? You're supposed to leave him in better condition than you found him. So
that's fine. Okay. Yeah. I've tattooed her and I've like blown my load all over her, and she swallowed my loads, and she has all sorts of Wolverine scars from my existence.
What percentage of her body do you think is comprised of your semen at this point?
I would say 77.5%.
Wow. So he's actually gay then, is what you're trying to say.
I've come inside of her probably for a good portion of the last. What year is it?
We're getting off topic. We're getting way off topic. We're talking about what happened tonight. And you're talking, we got
Let's
way
put
off.
it this way, okay? It'll be 2050 before this motherfucker has enough load pushed inside of that bitch to equal the amount of load that I pushed inside of her, okay? Let's be real. What the fuck was the point of this?
You're talking about the incident that happened tonight, and we got way sidetracked. You said, I'm going to take it back a year ago.
Okay, so my girl now, the new lady who I
pass that over here.
I adore her. I do. Probably because she's a cool chick. The new girl reminds me of me at the age that she is. She's just fucking, I don't give a fuck. She doesn't give a shit.
Punk rock?
Yeah, she is. She doesn't give a shit, but she's got a heart. She does have a heart because she's a girl, and girls are kind of pathetic. Okay? Not gonna lie. Guess what? Guess who's not starting hashtag me too? A guy with a fucking dick. Okay? Guys don't start that shit. You know what they do? They go home and they fucking jerk off, or they go find another.
They masturbate with their own tears.
They pump another fucking bitch, and they don't go like, guess what? Let's start a movement. We're gonna start a movement. No guy has fucking started a movement unless he's like Martin Luther King and he got killed and nobody gives a shit.
Can I take us on a quick sidetrack?
Yeah,
because it's relevant. The band that I'm always wearing shit of is on tour right now. I just went and saw them twice. They ended up in on another part of their tour, and the band they brought with them, which is an equally big black metal band, ended up they got Antifa called up the venue owners and said, you did, just so you know, this band just said this, and it had to do with the Me Too movement. Apparently the singer of this opening band said that these Me Too girls are a bunch of bitches and just need some good hard dick.
Yep.
And
guess who didn't hesitate there? Me. You got a problem with it?
Bring on the jazz.
Yeah.
All right.
It's time for dick.
They just need some good hard dick. But anyway, he said that, and then that caused a shitstorm, and Antifa started calling these venues, causing the venues to cancel their shows. So they've had to cancel parts of their tour now because the main band, the band that I like a lot, they refuse to, like, we brought this band on tour with us. We're not playing shows without them. So it's caused some issues. But anyway, sorry to take you on that.
No, you're good. No, I don't.
That just happened.
No, I to me, if people have problems, that's cool. Then you don't participate in whatever that other person is bringing out.
Look, I don't necessarily agree with those statements or disagree. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, why you got to be a pussy and cancel someone's gig because you can't handle the words that they say? Why not just like get mad and talk about it like we've done for a long time? Mm-hmm. What MLK and Gandhi, man, they spoke out against what they didn't like. They didn't try to like ruin people's careers.
No. Everyone, I tell this. I say
that's how you make friends, right? And get people on your side by ruining people's lives.
I say this every day.
Yeah.
You can believe anything you want. Go and believe that with the group that you bring together. You don't have to hear me talking about what I believe. And when you start to step on the toes of other people who believe, that just means that you have to stop doing that too. Because if it's equality they
claim they want diversity, though.
You want diversity and equality.
You want diversity, but you only want to hear your own opinion. You don't want anyone else to have a different opinion.
Exactly. And
where's the diversity?
I say it all the time. If you want to sit down, what's your problem with my podcast? Please write it down, and then I will bring my issues to you, and we'll come to a middle ground. I'll eliminate some. If you want me to eliminate some of the problems that you have with mine.
Mm-hmm. You should make that a segment.
I'm going to try to eliminate some of the things that you have with yours.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. You're going to take away, if you're going to take away my rights to do some shit, I'm going to take away your rights to do some shit too. It's very, very simple. You can't think that you're going to get 100% of your way.
I hear your problem. I see your point of view. I can work on that. But here's what I have a problem with. Mm-hmm. Are you going to work on that too?
I'll try. I will.
There you go.
I'm gonna be the man. Okay.
That's what you say.
I will do it. I will.
No. I mean, you say that back to him. You're like, hey, I see your problem here. I get it.
That's my
I'll
whole,
work on it.
That's my whole MO.
But will you work on this thing?
Oh yeah, I know.
Will you?
This is exactly what happened today. Okay.
You want an equal relationship, don't you? Don't you want an equal relationship?
No, I think bitches don't want.
No, I'm pretending I'm you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Girls do not like equality. They don't. If they boil it right down to it, they don't want equality. They want it all to themselves, and they don't want us to be involved whatsoever. They want us to just like, well, no, can you put the leash on me and drag me around wherever you want to go? Let's go to Bed Bath and Beyond. Let's go to fucking.
But at the same time, they don't. It's twisted psychology, right?
They want to be choked.
They want you to protest. At the same time, they want you to protest because if you're a little bitch who just gives into everything that they want, they're not going to respect you.
No,
and they're going to go find some manly man who sticks up for himself. So it's a catch-22.
Dude,
it's a catch-22.
I struggle very, very difficultly with this because the people that I really, really like to be with are very strong people who just like, yes, this is exactly what I believe in. I would rather have somebody who is very much that opposed to somebody who just fucking caves. I don't want to hear some pussy bitch who caves. And I've had some guys in here who've been on the show who've been very encouraging about let's do the show. Let's fucking kick it. The Red Eyes and the Don Tangs of the world. Don Tang has to appease the world. Red Eye just has to appease the bitch he's trying to fucking get laid with.
Who's Red Eye? I know. Do I know Red Eye? Let me just put it that way.
I don't know. Probably not. He's not that important. He's not
brutal. He's brutal. I know Don Zhang, of course, but
Red Eye thought he was important, but he's just not. If
God damn, that's cold.
If there's one thing that I
that's
have
cold.
if there's one thing that you can constantly feel comfortable with is just be your fucking self. And if other people have problems with that, they can choose to have a problem with that. And you have to be comfortable with them not agreeing with you. And that's fucking fine. You have to know that. I
prefer someone who disagrees with me.
Me too.
But you know what I have a problem with is when you do disagree, instead of if they can't handle a good discussion or debate.
I welcome that
because they'll get mad. They'll get mad.
I kind of want you and I to disagree at some point, but just so we can have a good conversation. We love the same shit, which is great. If you were a chick, oh my god, soulmate. It's just so fucking true. How many times have you thought that? I'd be like, oh my god, if only you had fucking amazing tits and an ass and you had a vagina.
Yeah. I mean, of course, right?
Yeah.
If I ever do disagree with you on something, just know. I will fucking tell you.
That's great. I like that. I want that.
I will tell you you're wrong too. It just hasn't. I don't remember anything specific that's come up so far.
No.
Yeah. But if it happens, I'll fucking tell you, man.
Good.
And you better tell me too.
Still make your logo for you because we cannot. Petty little bullshit should not let you stop doing cool things for people.
Yeah. I have tons of friends that I disagree with, like vehemently against, like political in political realms. Or religious realms. I'm still friends with them though, and as long as they're friends with me, we're cool. We can agree to disagree all day, and we can have all the discussions you want, and I'll never hate you because of it.
You know what I love though?
Content of your character is what
I love. Vagina.
Me too.
I do.
This has been a very vagina-less
this is what I'm bringing.
Show.
I want to talk about. I want to kind of wind this down with what was going on with my girl today because we're in the last 4 minutes. What I'd like to do sometimes is just hide it, just tuck it in later. If I decide to put the show notes in fully, sometimes I'll put the show notes in when it's like detailed, like minute by minute shit. And other times I'm just like, we'll hide that in there. This may be one of those moments where I hide it in.
To go to sleep.
And I'm not going to say negative shit because that's what she would expect me to say, which means that as she gets to this point in the show, she's going to think that he's going to say a bunch of bad things about me.
Listen till the end because he's going to say some bad stuff.
I don't have anything bad to say about her besides the fact that she really, really, really wants her and I to work, which is similar to me. I do want it to work. I don't think there's anybody out there who has a relationship with somebody that doesn't want it to work. Let's be real. Nobody gets into a relationship and they're like, I really want this to fucking now.
Boy, I can't wait for this to go down the shitter.
Nobody ever gets into a relationship and thinks that.
Of course.
So we talked about this when we were at the bar having drinks. She's blowing my phone up like crazy. And part of me is just getting turned on. Part of me is just like, why is she doing this? The other part is like, I love that she loves me. Okay.
I want you to want me.
Do you have you ever had this situation where you've had somebody who just like, why doesn't he care about me as much as I want him to care about me?
I've been in both ends of that situation. Not to that extent where I'm like, I would never do the call thing that much, but like, I'd probably agonize about shit if there was a problem.
The worst part is
but the thing is there was no problem though. That's the thing. There was no problem.
They make you overthink though.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the shit until she brings it up. Like,
yeah. She's messing with you, man. She's performing brain surgery on you and you don't realize it. She's shocking
here's
little parts of your brain.
I'm like almost 15, 16 years older than her. I'm going to die way sooner. I don't have time for this bullshit.
She's already smarter than you. She's already manipulating things.
It sucks that they have, it sucks that she has this gigantic hill to climb, which is known as the Going Deep Show.
Oh, yeah.
You goddamn right. Fuck hell. This is the Going Deep Show. Fuckers. Motherfuckers. So yes.
There is that thing that she has to battle, which is 1,400 episodes of bullshit.
Don't listen to it. If you're listening right now, don't listen to the rest.
No, today she threw out the, I don't want my parents to know what we say about our sex life.
Oh, wait, what?
My parents and my work could be affected by this.
They don't listen to this.
By this.
Do this?
Anyway, let's wrap up. You got any final words? Throw them out.
Fuck bitches, get money.
Chill.
To the next
cliffhanger.
One. That show was fucking so random.
Yeah, it was all over the fucking place.
I love it. I love it.
Do we have any live watchers on YouTube?
Shit, I don't know.
Man, you need to interact with the chat on YouTube. I'm telling you.
Well, on YouTube or on the fucking.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're doing it live, and we're streaming live on YouTube.
We're streaming live right now.
What we need to do is we need to interact with the stream chatters.
YouTube, like what do we go, YouTube or Periscope, or do we go Facebook Live, or do we which one do we go with now?
Well, you're gonna YouTube live, but you're gonna use if you're doing any monetary stuff, you're gonna go with Streamlabs.
What's that? What the fuck, Streamlabs?
Well, they don't take a cut of whatever you make from what people donate to you.
How much left in that?
Yeah, sorry, I've been
No,
I've been
you're
neglecting
good.
it.
Suck it down, dude. Suck it. Bud Light, suck it. Suck one.
That shit got real gay real quick. But they don't, if you ever do like because what most streamers do now, they'll like, people pay, they'll donate and they'll put a little message with the donation, you'll read it out on air.
Like a
question or
like a
just a
Patreon thing.
No, just like a live streaming thing. But Streamlabs, it'll like put it on your screen and stuff. The reason people use Streamlabs because YouTube takes a giant cut. They take like 30% of whatever you get. Streamlabs doesn't take a penny. So, see, we need to talk about this. We'll figure it out. You and me. We'll make this shit like real.
I need to know what your schedule's like.
Real deal, 21st
and
century.
when you can like, dude, yes. I've constantly been looking.
You already know
for
my schedule. I've told you my schedule.
But I've been constantly looking for like a partner in crime to like, so I can entrust this to somebody to come in when I'm not even available. I am the only person who's been involved in all 1,400 episodes of this program.
I know.
Who has been on every fucking one, and I have not handed it off. And I don't want you to hand it off.
I
don't want to hand it off, but I want to make it so that when I can't come and be here to do it, that somebody else has access,
and I can try to bring people in too.
Yes,
I got people I can bring in. People I know would be good on air.
Absolutely. Okay, what time we got?
We got to do another one.
Absolutely.
That was a cliffhanger show. We can't just leave it on that.
We-
I got to read about the fucking pussy chemicals too.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more pee.
That's cool because I want to smoke a cigarette. So
Okay, let's go out and do it.
all right, hey YouTube, we'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back.
Yes, we need a whole upgrade of this entire space. Dude, we've smoked all sorts of shit here.
Well, I don't have any of the others, unfortunately.
We don't need to be out there fucking smoking outside. What the fuck?
Cool.
My buddy,
Right,
dude,
I'm gonna take a bottle.
my buddy, dude, there's more Guinness out there.
You want to just get?
How much of this left?
Yeah, we got a bit.
We should probably grab one.
Oh no, there's not very much.
No, let's grab a couple of those. Dude, my buddy smokes weed out here all the time. He's from down in, he's another teacher down in fucking Detroit area.
Where?
See, this is the other concern I'm at, okay? I love my girl is great. My Crystal is great. Who was here earlier. She doesn't appreciate this environment that I've created.
I do.
I love this shit.
I really appreciate
Yes,
it. That's why I'm always bugging you to record.
You never bug me. Dude, you are more than welcome to come here anytime you want. I will make you an extra key if you want to just fucking come in here, and I'll show you how to run all this shit.
I'd have to get a lesson on how to run.
No,
it.
it's. But you hit that button right there, and you hit that button right there, and then that goes.
If we could keep everything like set up the way it is, and
Yeah.
just kind of.
Well,
but
I think
go on YouTube right now. I want to see what live viewers we have. That's what I was
dude, there's
talking
nothing.
about.
There's nobody on live viewers because we don't like post it out. Yeah, it's just.
Well, I mean, you got subscribers, right? They get alerted when you go live.
Yeah, but there's not that many. There's nobody on there.
See, we need to see. Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
Yes, we need to fix that. Yeah, we need to figure the best way to like leverage the most amount of people. Whether to be honest, I think Facebook with their Facebook Live stuff is more effective than YouTube. YouTube and Google and
Well,
I don't know.
you can
I don't
go
know. I
Facebook
don't know.
Live from a phone though, and that's not cohesive to what you have going on here. That's a sub level.
If I were to tell you right now what I think is the best way to do it, we have to go homegrown and let the sucker just blossom a little bit out locally. And what that means is I'll pay for fucking boards. I will hand out flyers.
A billboard would really do it.
Billboard, dude. You put the logo on there with just
You
the
need
fucking
to
domain
have
on
a
there.
set schedule, though. You
I know.
can't do that without
I know,
a set
dude,
schedule.
and
I
you're-
bugged you about that for
Yes.
years now.
And Jesse used to do that, but I saw the writing on the wall with him. He was gonna flake out on me. I knew that. I need somebody who's not gonna fucking flake out on me.
You can't flake either, though. You got to stick to your schedule too.
Yes, I'm 100% on with
I'm
that.
gonna slap your wrist here a little bit.
So what do you think is like? What's your ideal?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm free. Like my days off are Monday, Tuesdays, but I can still do after 10 p.m.
See, like
Okay?
last November, I recorded a podcast every day for 33 straight days. And the
That
only
might
time
be overkill,
the
actually.
only time we've ever done that is 2005 when we did that. And I think what we got to do is
talking about segments, though. You remember me talking about segments? I was just kind of alluding to it a little bit. What would Kanye West do? You know, little segments like that.
Oh God, yeah.
If you could get
Dude,
like,
I've
things
had
like that where people enjoy that shit.
Dude, the one I have set up. Let me see. I'll show you. One I have is, and I've done this before. It was because you've never seen how I have the show notes and stuff set up. Okay, so like here is like Showtime, the shit list. All these are like regular segments. Here's hosts A, B, and C. Host 666. I think are you in host 666?
Probably,
Mr.
There you go. That explains.
Anytime
where I would
this
fit.
is all connected to my phone. So if I think of you, I'll put a note in there. Boom, it goes in there.
Mhm.
But like segments, I have. Anytime you bring a new chick in, you have like the clean list, and you hopefully get her into the dirty list.
Right.
Okay, so the clean list is
I like it.
very. This is if you immediately just look at the list and just look at the first word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can immediately
Mhm.
figure out what you're going to talk about.
Yep.
Okay. And then when you go to the dirty list, clean list has 83 things. Dirty list. Okay.
134.
Boom. Dirty talk. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Genitals. Group sex. Jokes. Locations. Boom. Masturbation. Boom. If it's like, okay, somebody's talking about this, you have this on their mind. Nudity. Pee. Panties. Boom. 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 It's all organized and ready to go. Now
Check. I do want to see. I do want to see your YouTube if anyone's watching on YouTube.
dude, I can
wanna
tell
see.
you right now because it's like it's just nobody because we don't post
This
it
is
out.
This
is live right now.
This is YouTube though.
Yeah, that's live on YouTube right now.
This is okay. This is Google. So I was.
It's just Google Chat. Yeah.
Oh, it's Google Hangouts.
It's Google Hangouts. It's going directly to YouTube.
You don't use YouTube Live though. That's different.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. I'd have to switch that up a bit.
So yeah, let me know
Yeah.
how we do that, man.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's
like,
cool.
but when we go into segments, okay, so new segments, man versus woman, porn scenarios, which I thought was fucking
Right,
amazing.
yeah.
We come up with great porn scenarios. There was one. I hate the fact that I think very racist, but being Mexican and American, being white and brown, I always think of these. I have this one called Ask Serena.
Okay. Serena Williams.
Yes.
what? Okay, you have to explain that one to me. I don't know what you're going for there.
Okay, let me. I have like 3 different soundboard apps that I use. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my Ask
Love
Serena.
this monitor you have, by the way. It's fucking killer.
Yeah, it's fucking it's a
monitor
beast.
is sweet, dude.
So I have this thing called Ask Serena, and then let me pull up the soundboard because there's a section where it's just so bad. It's so bad. And what I did was, so one day I went into work, and the golden retriever that's there always holds onto a bone and walks in just like just making all these gross noises. So I've always thought like if we should have a segment where it's just people submitting questions to us and we ask Serena what the answers
Oh,
are.
Serena's the dog.
Serena's the dog. And she sounds like a goddamn gorilla. It's awful. It's awful.
God damn.
What the fuck is it? Okay, wait a minute. This soundboard app that I use. Okay, now I have. If you saw, like, okay, I'm gonna swipe over.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna open up this soundboard app. This soundboard app. Soundboard. I have 3 soundboard apps. One of them is a fucking piece of shit. Okay.
This is the one that's on your pad, right?
One of them is.
Yeah.
This is the newest one here. That is just amazing. I love this. There's one app that's just shitty. That is the one that links up with this, and it's just crap. It never opens up right. It's just a piece of shit. But this one allows me to have 50 different You know, so if I go to, I want insults. Okay, so here's a bunch of insults. Go to personalities.
Shut up.
Shut up. I go to Gita. These are all different soundboards that are here. You can set them up. They're all tied to the different stuff. Now, this one here is the one that wouldn't. This is the one that had a hard time opening up. This is where the Ask Serena one is. And it's just, like I said, it's just a bunch of dog grunting noises. It's so fucking awful. But it would piss people off, but make a certain group of people laugh.
Right.
But this one, here's Ask Serena. Go throw the headphones on.
We still got some of that beer to kill, by the way, before you crack the Guinness.
Okay. So if you like on the screen right here, I have green and red areas now, so that if you ask me a positive or negative question about what Ask Serena, do you think that Donald Trump is a terrible president?
All right.
Wait a minute.
I can't hear it in my headphones.
I gotta switch one thing here. Okay. But it's just it's specific. It's very specific because out of all the black people on the planet, Serena Williams is probably one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
So you would,
I guess, yeah. Sports star. Yeah,
if I was gonna aim, if you're gonna try to get some controversial negative publicity, because publicity is just publicity, you would aim at the people who are just like gonna get the piss easily.
That would definitely piss some people off.
Yeah, it would definitely piss some people off. And to me, I just don't give a fuck. Serena, what do you think about that?
Oh, very interesting. You know what? I never saw it like that, Serena. Thank you. She brings up some good points.
She does. I like that Serena sounds like a golden retriever. So I mean, I have full access to a ton of these audio clips.
I played around with the one on your pad that one night, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah, dude. When you see these, like for instance, Red Eye. Okay, he's been a big baby. He's got a girlfriend now, and he can't. He
hate that shit.
He hasn't wrangled it in. And here's the thing. Okay, when Red and I first started going out, and between 2000, when I met her, it was like around 1999, 2000, and the podcast didn't start till 2003. But I knew who I was as a person by that point. I mean, I'm fucking in 2003. How old was I?
That's the year I graduated high school. I was 18.
I was 25 years old. Okay, at that point. I knew that there was not a lot of people that are going to change how I fucking think about shit. I like fun, sick humor. And we were coming home from Grand Rapids one time, and she gave me this speech about like, you're not. I'm like, she goes, what if you wanted to talk about my oversensitive clit on the show? I'm like, yeah. And that's all I said. I'm like, so what would be the big deal about that? I don't want you talking about that and blah, 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 blah. And I remember we pulled over on the side of the road from Grand Rapids because she got so fucking pissed off at me. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, are you telling me right now that you're going to try to stop me from saying or thinking what I want? And I remember, and she really tried. This is the kind of bullshit I'm dealing with today.
You're doing it all over again.
Exactly. And it's just a matter of, and I hate the fact that I'm saying this, but it's a matter of training these little pups. Okay. And there's,
in reality, you can boil it down to you are who you are. And if you want to be with me, this is this is the package. I mean, that's really what it is. Right.
And there's a certain power about saying to yourself, I'm fine with being by myself as long as I can be by myself as myself.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm completely fine with that. And that frightens
I
the
don't
shit.
compromise.
That frightens
Not
the
really.
shit out of people.
I mean,
It
in
really
little
does.
stuff, but like I don't compromise my personality or the thing. Or, you know, if anyone tells me I can't be friends with this person just because they're a person of the opposite sex or anything like that, no, that's a deal breaker for me. It's a deal breaker.
Oh God, yeah.
If you're gonna tell me I can't hang out with certain people,
if I go out,
fuck that.
In that has never been more questioned than this year, over the past year, when the new girl has come into my existence, and I said to myself, you know what? No, this is a time where you can truly be yourself. There has been instances over the past 10 to 12 years where you may have held back a little bit. Guess what? You don't gotta fucking hold back anymore.
Right? You can do me like I'm doing you.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. And that's
most people
huge.
aren't used to that. I mean, we're trained by society to be polite, and
they're afraid of it.
Yeah,
they're scared of that shit, and that makes it more, to me, just like
but you gotta give them some hand holding to you though, because you and we're a different breed, right?
Yeah.
Most people.
That's way better than that.
What's that?
I like this beer better than the Guinness.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Is there anything left?
Just a little bit.
Okay. You have to remember though, most people aren't us. Most people have been kind of brought up in whatever society wants them to do. So you have to remember that's how they're programmed, and you gotta hold their hand through it. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a good one here.
This will be real. Is it Jay?
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. It's good shit. You need to get the Berserker on there if you're going to put Giant Silent on. My love for you is like a truck berserker.
When Kevin Man had the fucking heart attack recently, that was an eye opener. He's not a ton older than I am.
Well, but Kevin's real big. He's a real big man.
He's short, but he's wide.
He's wide. He's a heavy dude.
I still love his brilliance. Dude, he's a fucking genius guy. If there's somebody who if there's a certain number of people who I associate with, it's
sad because he hasn't put out a really like good film in a while.
He's been focused too much, I think, on the TV, the comic book stuff, and
he became podcast. Hollywood.
He did the podcast. He did the podcast network, the Smodcast, and
it's more about Kevin Smith as a dude instead of a director now or a writer. Which I like Kevin Smith as a dude. I thoroughly enjoyed the evening with Kevin Smith. Although I think he did like 3 of them or whatever. Thoroughly enjoyed those. He's a great storyteller. He's a great person. He's like Henry Rollins in a way.
I love
familiar with Henry Rollins. Yeah,
spoken word.
He very much like along those same lines as far as storytelling and shit. Spoken word.
Do you think that?
But he took focus away from his directing and his writing, and you can tell he hasn't put out a good film in a while.
Do you think that Kevin Smith's first love was movies and directing, though?
I mean,
do you think that? Because to me,
he loves writing dialogue, though. That's his big thing, right? Is characters and dialogue and shit.
Right, but don't you think that
he was never like a good cinematographer?
If movies weren't there and podcasting came out when he was in the heyday of doing his movies, do you think he may have like completely switched it? Because I love listening to Smodcast.
Although radio was always out though, and I had a radio show. I gravitated towards that in high school. I mean, I don't know. I like all those mediums. I think maybe he liked them all, and just film was the one that. Because he made Clerks on his own with like no budget, basically.
I love that movie.
And
I love that
movie. But it ended up being a hit, an underground hit. It might have just been one of those things he did on his pathway to doing a multiple
hockey
shit.
On the roof, the fucking sleep with the dead people in the fucking.
How many dicks did you suck?
Dude, that movie is so it's
iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't get that movie. Like I would be very curious if the girl that I'm talking to right now who
I'm sure she's never
stuck
seen
my
it.
ass. She probably has never seen that.
No.
She didn't see Boondock Saints. She didn't see Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, she's never seen Clerks then. No, she hasn't. She maybe seen Clerks too, maybe.
So do I need to be more sympathetic to her?
Yeah.
And like coddle her
but
a little bit?
But at the same time, you need to lay down the law. So you need to lay down the law and be sympathetic and find out how to figure out how to mix those two,
That's how I don't want to be a pussy. I hate being a fucking pussy, man.
No, it's not about being a pussy. It's not at all. You're not being a pussy. Just remember that, like, she's learning.
It's true. Yeah, I guess I got to think about that.
It's not about being a pussy. It doesn't mean you have to cave on anything. Just be more sympathetic. Just be more like, hey, I understand why you feel this way.
I'm not asking her to have group sex with a bunch of fucking dudes. I just
You didn't?
No, but if you,
Why are you waiting?
I
on that?
will.
Oh, okay.
I will at some point.
Right, yeah.
She's listening, so hopefully she.
Oh,
freaks out
she's
on
listening right now.
that. I don't know. She is.
Oh Lord. No, I mean, just you and we're different. I've learned I'm not like, I feel like a stranger in a strange world most of my time.
And
I don't vibe with people's thoughts on most things. I'm very much
but you're the kind of creature here in this world that I definitely gravitate towards.
Same.
It's the same thing. And there's been other people who have been in this area who've tried to do the same thing that I've done with the show and with podcasting and seeing the technology on the side of the stuff where, okay, I'm a weird one because I can completely understand schedules and and sticking to it like what you have suggested. And I want that. And I've had people who've come in and said, yes, you should do that. And I'm like, okay, are you going to help me with that? Like, oh, we know what you should be doing. Yeah. Word does not want to be involved in what you should be doing. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help me at all because I need people to like help me be that way. So there's been other podcasts in the area when we started this back in 2003 and 2004.
I don't know of any other that are functioning right now. So are there any other going right now?
In this area, this could have been a this could have been a hotbed for podcasts back in 2005. There were at least half a dozen shows going that I knew about that we networked with on a regular basis. You're talking 11, 12 years ago that this was going on. Now everybody's like podcasting, the next big thing. When is the last time you held an iPod in your hand?
Yeah.
Nobody holds an iPod. The
terminology is stuck around.
The iPod name, the podcasting name comes from the iPod. Nobody even uses it anymore.
Right.
The fact that we were doing this stuff back in 2003 and 4 and 5.
Podcasts are still big though.
They are huge. They're growing like crazy.
Yeah. I actually know a bit about what makes it like work nowadays too. Like what people are doing now to make it work because things have changed. Some things have changed.
And that's good and that's great. Because I'm of the age of I had to hand code the RSS feeds back in the day in order to get this very podcast out. And I welcome anybody to please come in. I want some young 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, whatever. I'm a fucking
sorry. I was like, oh, sorry. I'm not.
I'm a fucking old man at this point, man. I know I'm banging 27-year-olds, but
humble brag.
I can't keep up with my whiskey dick and her fucking vagina. But seriously,
I'm banging so many broads.
This stuff is very important to me, and the fact that we've pumped out 1,400 episodes of this is very, very.
It's a legacy almost.
Yeah, it's very nice to me.
Look, here's what you need. I'll break it down real quick. Here's what you need to do. You need to wire this place up with multiple cameras. You need to have a camera for every spot you have for a person. Okay, you don't need to turn them all on every time you're in here, obviously. But you need to have a camera pointing at everybody and enough to go around.
And bring enough hot chicks in here so that everybody wants to tune in.
Okay, yep, that's a big part of it too. And I think you would actually be good at doing that part of it. Sticking to a schedule, and you need to focus on whatever live streaming service you're doing. That's where you need to put your initial focus because it's going to be archived everywhere else, like on iTunes.
Do we lock down like that initial viewing, or do we keep it open on the initial viewing and then lock it down after to encourage the live views?
Yeah, you put it up on those places later. You only put it on the live streaming place first, because when people want to see the latest show, they go to your live stream.
Because what's going on?
You're going to live stream through YouTube, not Google Hangouts.
Well, I log into YouTube and then go to live. I create an event and then I make it live.
Okay, I'm not sure. I'd have to see exactly what you're doing, but how many subscribers does the Going Deep show have?
Dude, I mean, at one point we were getting the biggest amount of downloads I think we had in a month was like almost 500,000. We had like 350,000 to 400,000.
How many YouTube
downloads.
subscribers though?
I have no fucking clue. I never keep a track of the subscribers.
So obviously Twitch is another way to go too.
Yes.
You
I've
can-
been curious about that. I have not gotten into that, but I just
Do you have a Twitch account?
I just downloaded the app. I knew about Twitch years ago.
Okay.
I think I have a Twitch account, but I haven't
Make it
used
Going Deep Show account. And we'll talk about this. This is rambling. Nobody cares about this shit. We'll talk about this later.
Where's my soundboard? Where is it?
What? You ornery what?
Fur Bear and Rebel.
Fur Bear and Rebel. Well, maybe. Yes.
All right.
All right.
What time is it?
I got to talk about these pussy chemicals.
Okay. We're gonna do a show. Let's start this
Yep.
fucker up.
I got to pee too, so we
Yeah,
got to
me
make
too.
it through.
Let's pee. Let's pee.
You're gonna pee first?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll pee first.
Ah,
Baby time.
Baby time.
peep it time. Peep it time.
Dude, George Brett talking about fucking shit in his pants. That was amazing.
That was ridiculous. Water, dude. Pure water. Let's talk about the devil.
shit.
Let's talk about the devil.
Dude, my girl has such a fucking problem. I think she worries that her parents are gonna find this. Her parents don't even have a fucking smartphone.
Can we talk about her herpes on the air then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna make sure that if her parents find this, it's gonna be worth it.
Well, dude, I say that shit all the time. I say, you know what I'm gonna talk about next time? About your stank vagina.
Oh,
I'm like, what? Is it real? No. The only time you can be offended by some shit if it hits close to home.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if you call me a name right now that is completely okay, call me a pedophile right now. I'll be like, well, since I'm not,
I don't want to say this until now, but
Since
you're a pedophile.
since I'm not one, it really does. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Right? If
There-
I call you something that you were definitely not, you're not going to get offended by that.
You ever watched the show 6 Feet Under?
No,
It's older. You've heard of it though, right?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's about a family. They run a funeral home together. But there's one scene where the young girl. I was like, your computer has Tourette's. But anyway,
That was
there's
awesome.
a scene where the young daughter, she's like going to art school and shit. And she's struggling or whatever.
What, Serena?
Yeah. She's going to art school, right?
Right.
And the aunt is at their house and they're having breakfast and she's talking to the daughter and she's like, you know what? You're not really an artist. You don't have what it takes to be an artist and you need to focus on other things. And the girl like loses her mind. She like loses her mind, like, fuck you. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, her aunt's like, I actually didn't know if you're really an artist or not, but now I know you're not because you got so offended by what I said. That means you know you're not
if
an
your
artist.
Reaction is hits too close to home. That means you questioned it and you don't believe it.
Yep.
If you believe something, and or if you're definitely not something, okay, nothing.
You're just gonna laugh. You're gonna be like, okay.
You can throw it in my face all day long, and you're never gonna react to it because you're just not that. And that, But when you do throw it in somebody's face and it like hits, it's like it cuts to the core of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
That
if you ever tell a joke to somebody and they get real offended,
we had this problem.
Perceive into that.
It wasn't really a problem. We years ago we've not had a lot of. We're very Seinfeld here. We have a lot of white people on the show,
boom,
but not a lot of black people on the show.
Really?
We've had maybe
I've never seen that.
3 or 4 black people on the show before, and they've been great. They've been wonderful black people.
It's just not a very black populated area that we're in. I mean, let's be honest. If we were in Saginaw, we'd have a.
I welcome any brothers and sisters that come in. The show. But the one time we went to Silver Palace after we were done doing the show, and it was very much like, it's okay, everybody. He's with us. Settle down. He's fine.
Yeah.
But there was a guy at the end of the bar. He was pissed. He was fucking upset.
Because there was a black person there?
He was overcompensating that he wasn't racist by you guys, I can't believe you would say such a thing. He was overly compensating.
If the black guy has a problem, let him speak for himself.
This guy was over white guilt. Was written all over the motherfucker's face.
That's everywhere now, though. Maybe you don't even know how deep it goes. It's really bad right now.
White guilt?
Just this, or social justice. This whole thing, it is bad right now,
dude. I follow a lot of that stuff. And it's just
I'm obsessed with it. Almost
social justice warriors.
Yeah, I'm aware of all of it.
Yeesh.
It's not cool. Do you want to start a show? Yes, Mr. Kid.
Come on, I was supposed to play it. What the hell? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, come live on my chin.
Coming to you live on your chin. This is the Going Deep Show.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Crowley. Damn right.
Fighting for the powers of evil because good is dumb. This is the Going Deep Show. If you'd like to reach our program, please send us an email to goindeepshow.com. What was that again? At goindeepshow.com.
Is that seriously your email?
I have it. If you do send an email to those, they will come to me.
Is it WTF or spelled out?
Either way, I've
thought of everything.
Yeah, because there's a way to alias your email addresses once you get one set up. So that I have set it up so that it's or at Gmail or goindeepshow.com. Yes, I'm dead serious. You go do it.
You thought of everything.
It's just brilliance. Today we're gonna talk about relationships, everybody, and tonight all night, goddamn long. the blonde-haired, 5'8", beautiful-assed girl that I am with decided that she wanted her agenda to be at the forefront of everything that is involved in our relationship, which is what most women do. Most women have their agenda involved. And there's only one way to combat their agenda is to bring up your agenda. Now,
Counter agenda.
Many of you women out there, or human beings, or guys, or whatever, we're going to be like, why would you do that? Here's the reason. Anybody who brings up their agenda as being this important thing that you need to really be thoughtful about has to, on the flip side, say, the person that they're trying to press, the person that they're trying to have the relationship with, if someone says, my agenda needs to be of the utmost importance because I want to have a working relationship with you. It needs to be fair and equal. We are a team. Okay. What that means to anyone out there is your agenda and all of the things that you deem important also needs to be reiterated with the person who's also pitching that their agenda is important as well. True or false?
True.
I don't understand how someone can say, you don't respect my thoughts and beliefs.
I thought you were going to say authority.
Authority. So anybody who's very overzealous about their relationship and how they want things to progress in their way, they're really barking up the wrong tree, because what that means is they're opening up a door for their significant other who they're trying to have a relationship with to also pitch their agenda. Don't you believe that?
They're opening the door. And if you don't walk through, who are you? Truly.
Yeah.
Are you going to take it, pussy?
Have you ever had that situation where
going to assert yourself?
Where a woman was like, you really don't consider my thoughts and my needs. You ever had that?
Of course.
As every man on the planet would. Okay.
Of course. I think that's standard affair.
So right to me, every guy on the planet probably thinks this is a wrong thing. Like, oh my God, I never want to hear that. That's the most frightening thing. It shouldn't be the most frightening thing, guys. It should be like, this is a wonderful day because everything I want also needs to be involved in this. This is a great day.
50% tit for tat feminism.
Yes. So what I want to
Equality of the
stress for every man on the planet is, please don't look at your woman who wants to pitch her agenda.
I mean, listen to it too, though. You have to listen if you want them to listen.
You do.
Sure.
And you have to also say to yourself,
yeah,
this is all the things she wants. Write it down. Be very detailed about it, because.
But if she's unwilling to fit those needs, if you don't have to fit her needs either.
If you can't accommodate her,
it's about compromise.
If she can't accommodate you, you can't accommodate her.
Exactly.
This is bottom line. This is where I think the biggest problem is with the relationship. It is.
You know, I wonder. We've been on this planet as Homo sapiens for, hundreds of thousands of years, intertwined, male and female, always evolving together.
Mm-hmm.
How have we not evolved to get together better? Why is the number one conflict? Why is there so much domestic violence and so much domestic disputes? Why the fuck have we not evolved to get along better? You'd think we would.
You'd think. It's not happening.
Maybe it must have been really bad a few 100,000 years ago. It must have been really bad.
Either it was really bad or it was really good.
But I mean, why would we have evolved to be different though? If it was working out well,
women kept pushing their agenda.
No, you got to think about evolutionary agenda, the evolutionary agenda, right? What is going to allow you to spread your seed? What is going to allow you to reproduce?
Mm-hmm.
That I would think getting along would be part of it, right? If you get along and you see eye to eye, you're more likely to put one in a girl,
But I could be. I'm going to completely be off base on this.
Yeah, maybe.
Strength, dominance, testosterone.
Yeah. masculine traits.
multiple partners. You take apes, for instance. They just want to fuck until they can create as many human beings as possible.
Yeah. Chimps and bonobos are a really good comparison.
And women just don't have the strength to do it. Now, some women do, but the fact of the matter is,
it's not even about strength. It's about simple logistics, right? A woman can only get pregnant once every 9 or so months.
Yeah, a
man can impregnate 9 women in a day.
Yes,
like honestly,
that would be amazing. And not child support payments, by the way, but to get off 9 times a day.
That's how the animal world works. There's a lot of rape in the animal kingdom, but I'm just saying, like, we've evolved together for this long. We've had societies for thousands of years. How are we not there yet? Like, why can't we just fucking get along?
Well, and here's the thing.
Why can't we see
I don't
eye to
know.
eye?
I don't even know if this is the one of the reasons, but women, they can't argue the fact that they are way more sympathetic and more nurturing, loving.
It's true,
and that in that case, there are tendencies that women have and characteristics that women have that are very yes, it's an endearing quality.
That's evolutionary.
But to a guy,
you ever seen a mom protecting her young, like in the wild of any species?
Yeah,
like vicious.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's true, and it still doesn't change the fact that they can only get knocked up the one time over the course of that.
Yeah.
Now,
if you're going to be pregnant, if you're going to have that heavy load, though, you're not going to be the one out hunting for the food. It's just logistics. So women evolved to have less need for that muscle mass, the cunning, the hand-eye coordination, all that stuff that comes with hunting. And the men hunted for the food. That's just circumstantial, right? We're getting a little scientific.
Okay, so more in a more devious aspect of this whole situation. I hate to say this, but bitches just don't get along.
Bitches be crazy. That's what we're trying to say. Bitches be crazy.
With each other.
They hate each other.
Girls hate each other.
More than they do us, believe it or not.
It's true. Which is
They're
always
like, we got to stand together, ladies, against these men. And then all they do is, when you separate them, is like, Tina's such a bitch.
They hate
She's such a slut cunt.
It's true. It's so true.
It's funny. Yeah,
it is. Women, if they could get along, they would have dominated the planet fucking thousands of years ago. There's no doubt. They own all the vaginas. Let's point that out. They don't.
All of them?
Every single vagina is owned by a woman. Why do you guys not leverage that shit?
I never thought about that.
How about you leverage your vaginas to just fucking own guys?
Is that every time I try to order one off Amazon, I just get a hunk of rubber?
I mean,
is that why? Because I'm a man? That is sexist.
A hunk of rubber.
That is sexist.
A hunk of rubber.
Hunk of burning rubber.
A hunk of cold, hard plastic. That's what you get.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's more important than hearing a woman fucking argue.
You know what? My pocket pussy has never scorned me. Not once.
In fact, if I get pissed at my pocket pussy, you know what I do? I take a hedge clipper to that fucker, and I just throw it away and order another one.
Yep.
But really, the reason that bitches don't get along, you haven't ruled the world, is because you guys just don't get along because you can never line up all of your fucking cycles at the same time.
Well, they hate men, but the only thing they hate worse than men are other women.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. And the fact that they hate men, but they still need to own a vibrator, which is in the shape of every man on the planet.
But the good ones aren't, though. The good ones look like a big bulbous corded thing with a fucking
like a huge
gas powered fucking smoking,
like a mushroom.
Yeah.
But guys, I can tell you this right now. I have banged girls who have banged my friends, and I am still friends with my friends. Okay, guys don't give a shit. We're Eskimo brothers. We just like we don't even.
As long as you don't do it while you're exclusive with the other person, then that might cause some trouble.
Pretty much,
yeah.
But for the most part, we don't even discuss it. We just know that shit went down, and just like, guess what? We go about our fucking business.
I'm almost positive you and I are Eskimo brothers, and we just don't know it yet.
Shit.
We'll stumble upon it one day.
Find that out.
I'm gonna be like, hey, do you know
That'll be good. And I'm not gonna
do you
care.
know do you know Tiffany blah blah blah? And you'll be like, yeah, I slept with her once. It'll be like, dude, me too. It'll happen like that.
Guys don't give a shit. If you tell some bitch that you fucking shared a guy, she is gonna fucking shred your face like goddamn Wolverine. Okay, it's just the fact. Okay, and this is why there hasn't been a woman president. This is, but you know, come on. And these girls will fight this. And I could be. I'm okay. I'm wrong.
I'd vote for a woman for president if they put a good candidate out there. But they so far we've had Hillary Clinton, and that's it. And I would never vote for that. I mean, I didn't vote for Trump either. Let's just be real. But
yeah, when did they give the women right to vote?
50s, 40s or 50s, somewhere in there. Yeah, I suffered. When was the suffrage movement? Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Think about that's not that long ago. My dad was born in the fucking 50s.
What's funny to me is that black men had the right to vote before women did.
Are you really? I didn't know. Are you serious? I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I'm
weird.
naive, but I still get along with my brothers.
Like the civil rights, but still women didn't have the right to vote. That's weird to me.
We are far enough along into this program that we can bring up much more details about what has happened here this evening. About
you can learn more at your local library.
Hi everyone! If you have a local library that's still in existence, this evening I had this very heated discussion with my. I don't even know if I should call her a significant other. She's very significant. Let's not.
Does she respond well to fuck meat?
To fuck meat?
Yeah.
I've never called her fuck meat before.
Oh, that might be where you're going wrong.
Maybe I should describe her as fuck meat.
My little fuck meat.
No, she's super nice.
Oh,
to a certain extent.
Well, never mind.
If she gets her way, she's nice. If her agenda is met, she's nice. But she doesn't take into account that other people have thoughts and other people have ideas and other people think different things. Can you believe that? And this is a concern of mine because I appreciate other people's thoughts. I don't want people to think like me. Please bring something new to the table. This is the constant thing I'm thinking because you're here for a limited time. Please. Oh, what?
Expand my mind.
Please. Oh, you said the same thing you said last week. You said the same thing you say every week. You said, and again, I could be guilty of this at some point. But the fact of the matter is, I'm constantly bombarded with people who completely say the same shit to me over and over and over, want the same thing, even though it's tried and true and failed. Marriage, for instance, relationships, for instance. And then they try to use this like, you know,
you're so much like me. It's ridiculous.
Other desperate human beings who can like supply some way of vengeance towards the other one. And I don't give a fuck if you're that kind of a person. You're not the kind of person that I want in my life.
One thing like sparks me every year, like about once a year, because it's new and different, and it grabs my attention, right? But there aren't that many things. There's a lot of people out there, and there's very little true ingenuity and creativity and originality.
I know,
and it might be asking a little much to ask somebody to be. I mean, I hate to say it, but like most people are not very creative or original.
How envious are you when you see somebody who decides to just go off the grid or stop working for the man?
Yeah, and they don't care.
Like, I'm gonna go off and be in the woods. I'm gonna build my own shit and be myself.
Well, I mean, that doesn't happen too much, but yeah, every once in a while, someone will do that. A lot of them die.
I think everybody. I think everybody completely loves it. And
you ever watch Into the Wild, man? Like,
no.
You ever watch that documentary about the dude who went out? He just went out into the woods and lived in an abandoned bus out in the middle of the fucking.
And did a bear eat him?
He starved to death, actually.
Because
spoiler alert,
did he not know how to make food?
No, I mean he got caught out there in the winter and he couldn't hunt and he couldn't.
Listen, everybody, let's be real, okay?
It's not that easy.
How far was this guy from a Taco Bell?
He's really far.
Like how far?
Really far. He went way the fuck out in the wilderness.
Taco Bell wasn't there.
No, man, he went out. He went out and he found an
Bell.
abandoned, like, old bus in the middle of the forest. And he went out there not knowing it was there. He just went out there to live in the woods. He ended up using that as shelter because obviously it's good shelter, right? But
okay, so here's the deal.
But yeah, he didn't hoard enough food for the winter.
Okay. So is this like up north?
I mean,
or
you
down
don't have good
south, or
refrigeration.
Where was he? Like
In the north, I forget.
well, that's a dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
If
food
you're gonna-
preservation is good though. If you need natural
If you're-
refrigeration,
Right.
But I
But
mean, the
if you're
winters
gonna
are
do
bad.
that-
The winters are bad. You got to stock for the winters, and all that. There's a reason a lot of people died in our caveman days trying to figure out ways to live.
If you're gonna be homeless right now, where are you going?
If I have to be homeless,
You have to be homeless right now.
probably to California. They have beaches where you can just go and pitch a tent and be homeless on.
I'm thinking like
Yeah.
southern
weather, it's
Georgia,
good.
almost to
I
Florida.
don't have to worry about death by exposure and shit. Yeah.
And you'll figure out food.
I mean, maybe.
So what the fuck is up with this guy? Was there a bitch there trying to get him to go places and shit?
He just
Trying to be a certain way?
No, it was just him.
Hmm.
You got to watch the documentary, man. We're getting off topic though.
I want to know how much this guy's jerking off. Think about it.
A lot.
Do they discuss that on the program?
Nope, but I would guess a lot.
This is
He's
the
got
real
nothing else to
story.
do.
I want the real story of this guy. I don't give a shit how much he hasn't eaten. I want to be like, today I jerked off 14 times.
So,
this is
Kyle-
all I got. This is all I got.
So, Kyle, welcome to the Going Deep show. We've heard you've spent the last 13 years out in the Alaskan wilderness. All we want to know is how much did you jerk off?
Think about it, man. Today, I'm proud of myself. I haven't beat off today.
How did you survive without pussy? That's what we got to know.
It was hard.
How'd you
I
make
think
it?
I lived on anger and vengeance.
So mad.
There's so much like
You ever gotten so angry you
I
ejaculated?
wanted to jerk off like a multiple amount of times, but every time I wanted to, I got interrupted by the crazy girl who was just like, "Why aren't you talking to me? All I want is what's best for you. If you wanted what's best for you, you would shut up and just fucking be normal."
Look, he was trying to spend quality time with his man.
There
Mr.
are guys
Crowley.
that, yes, Mr. Crowley.
He
Mr.
was trying
Crowley.
to spend quality time with his man. All right.
There are individuals. Guys need guy time. That is just a fucking fact of the matter. You don't
That's very
need
true.
to be around a bunch of bitches bringing you down, making you all like, "Hey, hi guys, how was your day?
Fuck.
How was your vagina today?" No, I don't need to sprout a fucking twat underneath my ball sack. I don't want that. Okay,
I like how you envision women hanging out. They talk about their pussy.
dude, seriously. Even if a woman is talking, okay, seriously, let's pretend that we're two women right now.
Have you ever
okay?
gotten that not so clean feeling?
No, dude, seriously. If that's even a part of their discussion, which
I don't
it
know
has
if it
to
is.
be.
I mean,
It
I
has
don't
to be.
know. I don't
Hi
know.
guys,
That's
are
hilarious.
your- what's your bra like today? Does your bra feel nice today?
I'm having a bad underwire day.
Hi guys, do you ever get that not so fresh? No, okay. Anyway, what I'm saying is, this is a topic that
You're killing me.
still has to be in the woman's mind.
I mean, I guess
Guys
I
don't
know
talk
what-
about that shit. Guys don't care about that.
I don't know what women talk about in their group because
And-
I mean, you're not there to
No,
witness it. So
and for the
who
most
knows?
part, I
I
don't
don't
give
know.
a fuck what they talk about. It's just not. I'm not saying what I talk about is more important. It's just the fact that I don't want to know. I don't care to know. Shut the fuck up. I don't want you encroaching into my man brain.
In fact, this podcast is exactly what women think men talk about all the time.
And it's not.
They think we go tits, butt, pussy, ass,
No.
fucking
No.
dicks,
No.
cum, the twat, fart, beer, pussy, tits.
It's not, but guess what, guys? All those weird.
That's what women think we talk about, though.
all of those, elaborate thoughts that women feel and think that guys don't think about. Guess what? Oh, we don't want to think about them either. It's true. We don't. I would much rather talk about.
guys are very amenable. Like if you give them the basic things they want, like it's a message to all women out there. Listen to the man with the golden voice. Men are amenable. They will love you and give you what you need if only you satisfy their basic needs, which are simple and Don't hassle them too much.
But what are the women's? What do the women want?
I'm not addressing that. I'm addressing women getting what they want from men. If you want something from a man, tell them what you want, and we will do it. It's very simple.
Again,
Do not play games. We are singular focused creatures.
This goes back to the vagina thing. They own them all.
Yes, but if they truly want a man to do what they want, just tell us. We will do it. If you will also satisfy our own needs. Our own basic needs are simple. We need affection. We need companionship, sex.
Mm-hmm.
We need you to be a little freaky.
Freaky deaky.
Freaky deaky. It's nice if you take care of us a little bit too. We like that. We like that. We like to know we're loved and appreciated. And that's about it.
If you make me a meal and get me off, which I will help you get off at the same time, and go to sleep and not have to worry. But what about what my mom said? And what about what my family thinks about you? And when are we going?
Yeah. Shush.
Just come on. Come on. Nobody wants that
little
shit.
thing. Shush.
Do you think guys are just, to be honest with you, guys, I would say, are way more accommodating than women. Now, every woman out there is going to be like, no, we're not. No,
guys just want to fix things. So if something's broken, we want to fix it and move on.
And the problem is, guys will give you every way to fix it, and women will not see it. And the only reason a guy will give you the reason to fix it is to shut you up so we can go about our day. But you will fix it. You can go about your day, and you'll find 4 other things to bring up or complain about that we will have to try to fucking deal with, because you just can't fucking handle the fact that everything we just fucking figured out is done. Okay? It's always
they have trouble shrugging off the small stuff. Let's be real. Women, they nitpick and they overanalyze and they create problems where there are none. That's a big, at least from my own experience. But look, we'll do, if you have an issue and it's a big issue, it's important to you, just tell us what it is, be clear about it, and ask us what we can do about it, and we'll come up with a solution for you.
Let's discuss what happened.
It's real easy when it comes to men. It's very simple.
This evening, I knew I was going to see you. I was supposed to hang out with you last night. I don't know what the fuck happened. We both kind of maybe zonked out.
It was 2 nights ago, by the way. Again,
no, it was Monday. We were supposed to hang out last night.
Sunday after the parade. You told me to get a hold of you.
Right, but then I said we were going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway.
Either way, we'll forgive each other. Yeah. A woman would hold on to this for 4 more days. So
the kid said he wanted to hang out, but now he doesn't because he didn't text me. He doesn't care about it.
That is the biggest.
He doesn't think this is real. He doesn't.
That is a big problem with women versus men. If a girl did what we did in the last 3 days, they probably wouldn't even talk to each other. But you and I have this very like, I think we get, every time we hang out, we have a stronger bond between the two of us. And then I'm not afraid to fucking admit that, because it's true. Tonight, we revealed the fact that we like Tool. We have the same mentalities as far as certain things go. Women won't let their guard down. I have hung out with women over the past few years, and I will get into a deep conversation with them. And I'm like, who's your best friend right now? And they'll tell me, and they will be like, I've never had this kind of a conversation with that person. I'm like, that's your best friend, and you won't have that conversation? Yeah. The conversation I'm having with you at the bar right now, you won't have a bar conversation with your best friend, but me, who's like not even known you for how long, can have that conversation.
Well, I mean, take a little credit to you though, kid. I mean, you are good at sparking conversations with people and leading people. You are good at that. I mean, that's why you do what you do, right? You're good at that. You are. There's never like weird silence for more than a couple seconds when we're hanging out.
Even when I'm picking my balls.
I mean, we talk about it.
We do. We should. In the gray pubes and the whole thing.
We do. I know every inch of your scrot.
It's tainty. It's tainty. You ever? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now this is gonna piss my girl off more than anything.
Oh, do tell.
Since we're down to the last 4 minutes of the program,
Oh shit!
if she has listened to this whole program, here's the deal: St. Patrick's Day, wake up. I want to fuck her like crazy. Okay, she's giving me the I haven't had a shower. Do you think I care? I mean, I
That's
don't.
good. That's a good like call for like, hey, maybe don't put your nose in my ass.
Yeah,
But
I don't
other
care.
than that, my dick can't taste things. It's okay.
Dude, that's even better t-shirt. That's even better t-shirt. My dick can't taste things.
Look, it's cool. My dick can't taste shit.
So she decides, how about this? And she's done this a couple times over the past month. She's like, I got an idea. How about I blow you? So
very nice idea.
Oh no, she leaves it up to me. She's like, do you want me to jerk you off? Do you want me to lotion your balls? Do you want me to lotion your fucking dick? Or do you want me to blow you? I'm like, I haven't had a blowjob in a while, so I would really like a blowjob. Okay. This is on a nice spring March morning where the sun is just blasting through the fucking.
It was like a Disney movie, right? The birds were singing.
I wanted to bring out the camera. But the only reason I wouldn't have brought out the phone to shoot the video is almost because, like, not only is it getting just the glistening saliva dripping from my fucking dick as she's doing,
it's sparkling.
It's getting all of the disgusting fucking pube glistening, nasty fucking. It's just you ever look at the palm of your hand and you got mud on it? It looks. It was not okay. It looked fucking hot, okay, but it looked not so hot at the same time.
Wait, what?
I'm
not following.
My dick. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. My dick is like a darker shade of because I'm Mexican. I'm half Mexican.
Yeah,
so
you're
like,
darker. Yeah.
I'm a little darker, so my dick
Caramel.
has a different color. So it's very. It's like when she's jerking me doing the jerk suck. It's like purple tip, you know, purple rain.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that color.
It was a nice harmonization.
But as she pulls down and she's deep throating and she's pulling it out,
yeah,
I have the more like it's the darker tones of my dick. In the sun, That's
a weird thing to worry about.
The sun is beating on it. Her saliva is just dripping over it. I came.
That sounds nice, actually.
It is. I came right into it's like Neapolitan ice cream.
I don't know what you're worried about.
I'm not worried about it. I wasn't worried at all. But
you should have taken pictures. I think
I wanted to.
You'd be too self-conscious.
No,
the great
not
pube,
me.
wasn't it?
Not me. I'll let her.
It was the great pube, wasn't it?
I don't even know if that great pube exists anymore. I think I ripped that fucker out. Either that I'm using men.
There will be
What
more.
is that? What's that?
Just for men.
Just for men. I'm using just for men on my great pube. So, anywho. I'll let you take final words.
Oh, God. Smoke, meth, and hail Satan. That's right.
Everybody, the kid, this is the Goin Show. You goddamn right. She is a good fucking fucker,
okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. You should play that every time you announce me. Yeah, that exact one. That should be my little intro.
Everybody, the kid. If you want to get a hold of us, Studio Goin Deep Show. Chill to the next one. Dude, those 2 30-minute shows seem like they went on a long time, didn't they?
No, actually. I feel like we could talk about it's only midnight.
Yeah. I think we should go to the bar though.
You think we should go to the bar?
Yeah, I think we should.
I think we should not end the night right now. Whether we do another show or we go to the bar, I don't feel like it.
I think we should go. We should go to the bar and see what we can do. I really want to go to Chet's.
You need to get me laid, man. Seriously, use your powers.
Let me see here, because every time I'm on fucking Snapchat, Chet seems to be the place to fucking go.
But it's a Tuesday night.
Yes. It's after St. Patty's Day.
There's nobody. There's no place to go that's hopping. The only place that goes on nights like this, and it isn't even much, is Circle Bar. I've noticed that's the only place that actually